is up, Skate Rats? So today we're going to kick off this video by showing off some cool collectibles that I picked up that are just sports skateboarding-ish type stuff in the toy realm, which I usually traditionally don't collect toys, but in this case I think they're pretty cool, and I guess you could say they're valuable. They're valuable enough. More or less, though, we are going to be skating in this video. I just kind of want to show these off. So I'm going to talk and show them off at the same time. And explain why these exist. So I ended up picking up a whole collection, but this is the stuff I cared about. Now, why do these exist? Why are these handboards a thing? See, Tech Deck decided that after their first two runs, being successful in the first one and then slowly going downhill after that, believing that moving to displays was the next logical thought. So these did not sell really well back in 2008 when they came out, but right now they're sort of ish valuable, and that's all they are, is just displays. There are no trucks, there are no holes to fit trucks. I'm sure I could set up a pair of trucks on one, but I really don't have a reason to. Well, I guess there is holes, but no handboarding trucks out there fit them. That would be a lot of effort, and I just kind of want to display them. I also picked up some fingerboard collections, so like that goes with that one, that goes with that one with that one, and then these ones are just like a cross cop and a Tony Hawk one. Same thing over here, a one-of-one Powell Ripper Rainbow deck. Now over on this side, this is the stuff I'd be willing to sell off without a second thought. These are in the package, BMX bikes, you know, that are vintage. Those ones are not in the package. And then over here is more of the collector fingerboards. My original thought was I do have a toy guy that I bought those handboards off of, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos ago. And he told me that he continuously sells off those BMX bikes. So my hope was that I could sell them very quickly. But it's the winter time. Flea markets don't sell a ton in the winter. He's backed up on products, so he's not willing to purchase them now. I did reach out to the handboard community, and I also reached out into a Tech Deck Facebook group. But if you guys are interested, you can shoot me a message, of course, too. As of right now, I am just going to display all of them. It's not the end of the world. The collection is worth quite a bit more than what I paid for, but I'm also not looking to sell it for its worth. Like those BMX bikes go for like $25, $30 a piece. I'd probably let them go for $10 a piece. Same thing with the collectible fingerboards. Those go for $30 to $50 a piece. Probably 10 or 15, maybe 20, depending on what ones. And I would kind of sell off the ones that are in the pile that I would keep, as long as you were paying a fair price. I just kind of want to recoup some of the money I spent on this because I'm not really the collector type. I used to be when I was a kid, but as an adult, it doesn't interest me that much. Most of my collection stuff, you know, is like the cheaper versions of it, like my skateboards and that, like Volterra boards. They're not worth a ton of money in comparison to like a Powell Peralta board. Anyway, though, I'm going to hang these up. We'll see how it looks, and then we'll get skating. So I have all the Powell Peralta stuff there, a couple of the bikes there, a couple there, we'll move there. This rafter I put just all of the fingerboard stuff. And I really don't do much going in this direction, so I figured why not put the rest of them there. Handboards, and then these are up here now. So what I'm looking to accomplish today is, in my last session, I was able to do feeble fakie, which is obviously the first time I've ever done that. It's kind of a scary trick, but I'm hoping to cross one that's been on my list since I started building the skate park, which is 5-0 fakie. I think pivot fakie just looks really cool, and it seems like a lot of people who don't even skate transition can do it, but it also seems very scary. I also want to kind of stick to the transition today because my board is very broken. It's cracked in like 6 places, and I just don't feel like setting up one. So we're going to start by warming up, and then we're going to do feeble fakie to kind of get that motion down and get this battle started. Fakie is such like an odd trick for me to learn, because you got to come up and slap in feeble, and that includes a heel pinch, which that's pretty easy. If you're coming back in with a full 180, you keep that heel pinched the whole way until you set it down. To come back in fakie, you got to go slap in, rotate your hips so the board starts moving this way while pushing the board down and pushing it toe side, and hopes you can kind of straighten it out, which for the most part I don't straighten it out. I come in like this. So there's a lot of little micro transactions. One day I think I could be good at this and do it kind of like feebles, like first try, first try. But the two biggest issues I have is coming in carving like this, I'll tend to slide out, or I just will drop the nose too quick and walk too hard and get kicked out, which you've seen. I fell a few times. But for 5-0 fakie, I think it's going to be a little harder to get into, but it's less motion. I don't have to kind of pick it up and kind of be afraid of clipping. I should be able to kind of just take it here and bring it back in, hopefully. To warm up for this particular though, I got to do a couple of 5-0s, and I'm going to do just a couple of manuals up, and I'm down. Alright guys, I'm going to keep this short. So I failed my own challenge, but I did learn new tricks today, so I guess I can't be too bummed. I did try it for about 2.5 hours, and just simply, there's two mistakes I keep making. So what I want to do is I want to go watch Tom Asta, and I want to watch Dale Decker, and just kind of study and see how they do them. Tom Asta does his fully up on top of the deck, like a perfect 5-0, and then somehow falls back in, and Dale just does this quick hip shift pivot, which is what I was trying today. But I just kind of need to see where their body weight and stuff like that is, and then come back and try it again, because I'm just going off of memory rather than actually doing some research first. But the new tricks, I kept falling into rock, which tells me I'm on the right track, that I'm just making a few mistakes. But I kept doing rock to fakie just so I didn't fall. And once that became comfortable, I started doing backside revert out, which felt real comfortable. So I kind of told myself towards the end of the session that if I could do frontside revert out, I would count it. And it was a bit of a battle. It was nowhere near as hard as what this 5-0 fakie is being, but I'm kind of stoked on it. Doesn't look the coolest because I'm not stalling the 5-0s for a super long time, but you can hear that truck hit, and I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment if you want to buy some tech deck collector stuff off of me. Have a great day and keep pushing forward, guys.